Welcome back, everybody. Hey, it's me. So, we shall be doing Plants vs. Zombies tier list Plants edition. You know what? I can't wait for this one. It's been so long since I played this game that it brings back memories. Yes, and yes, I have not replayed the game for this tier list. It's all from my catalogs in my brain. Okay, let's start. Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb, obviously, it's a really good one. It's really good. It's not overpowered because Cherry Bomb will destroy the nine rows, not nine rows, 9 boxes. You know, if this is the Cherry Bomb, it will destroy everything around it. So yep, it's a really good one. Not overpowered per se, but it's definitely really good. Pea Shooter. Pea Shooter is I would say it's bad. This is the first weapon that we get. Pea Shooter. It's slow. It shoots one at a time, and it cannot give damage, you know, from top. So I would say it's bad. Okay, this one, the Potato Mine. Potato Mine is okay. Potato Mine is okay because almost 90% of the zombies will walk. So the moment they step on the Potato Mine, boom. So and also this does not give much damage in any case. Unless the 2, 3, 4 zombies are walking together in the same row, it will not destroy any other zombies. So it's like okay. I mean, it's okay, not bad, but it's okay. And we have the Walnut. Walnut is again, it's like a okay. It's not bad, but it's okay. So see, you know what? What the Walnut does is just to give you a little bit time. But since this is cheap, as in the suns required for Walnut is quite less. I want 50, I guess. So I mean, it's okay. You know, it's not bad. It's not good. It's okay. Sunflower. Sunflower. Obviously, you need the sunflower. Oh wait, yeah, you need the sunflower. I mean, it's okay. Do we have a double sunflower somewhere? No. Why is there sunflower twice here? Okay, you know what? Forget. Ignore this. Ignore this. The sunflower, it's, I would say, good. I mean, what? You know what? It's neither good, neither bad. It's okay because you need the sunflower. So I'm gonna put it in okay. Next, we have the fan. Fan is useless. Fan is completely useless. The only thing the only thing useful for the fan is against the balloon ones. And if you're in the water one, you know, water level, in any case, you're using cattails. So it's completely useless. This one, the cabbage. Cabbage is good. Definitely good. I might rearrange some of them later on. So for now, it stays in the good because it gives the damage from the top. You know, it's from the top. Oh wait, we have the watermelon, right? Yeah. I mean, the watermelon, I would say it's okay. It doesn't give much. Yeah. Cactus. Cactus is again, most of them are okay-ish. You know, I'm about to say this is bad because okay, this does give damage straight up, and also it does not give. The only thing this thing can do is it can, you know, enhance its length and pop the balloons. That's all it can do. This one is overpowered, obviously. Cactail is overpowered, but however you in the water level, you can put it in the water, and this can shoot everywhere. You know, that's why this is overpowered, because it doesn't matter if the zombies come in from the top row or bottom row or water. It can shoot everywhere, and also when the zombie pops up from behind, it can shoot back. So it's like Cactails is overpowered, definitely overpowered. This one is, I mean, it's not useless per se, but it's bad. Why? Because this thing will eat the chomper. The chomper will eat, even if it's a Gargantuar. If the Gargantuar comes close, it will try to eat it several times, and it gives damage. And if it manages to eat any zombie, it will just keep on munching. It's just bad. It's just pointless. It's pointless. The rocket launcher, definitely S-powered, overpowered. It's overpowered. What it does is it launches the rocket. You click on that kernel and click anywhere on the screen. You know, in the screen, back, front, water, anywhere. You will just throw the rocket launcher and boom. It's just beautiful. This is overpowered. You see, that's why the Cherry Bomb is here, because you can only keep it somewhere. You know, you need a place to keep it. Remember, no. Well, I'm saying this because spikes. If you keep spikes or anything, you cannot use that. But the rocket launcher for the kernel, it can go anywhere. That's why this is overpowered. Next up, the bean. Bean is pretty much useless in the unless you use a night plant during the daytime. and in the nighttime it's useless anyways. So, and then we have the Doom, definitely overpowered. But the Doom is only useful. It is overpowered. See, it is overpowered. If you keep this one in the middle, I think it was 4 rows. No, sorry, not 4 rows. 3 rows. 3 rows. 3 top. 3 this way, 3 this way. At the same time, it leaves a crate. So that's the only downside. However, that downside can be negated later on, but it is still overpowered. It doesn't matter how many zombies are in the vicinity, it will just explode everything. It's like a nuclear power plant. So definitely it's an overpowered. Yeah, it is an over. Look, all of these plants have some kind of a disadvantage, okay? Like this kernel, you need 2 kernel plants and then you can use it. So like all of these plants are, they have some disadvantage, but as per their power level, this is definitely overpowered. Next up, we have the I love this one. This is really good. This is good. Not overpowered, but it's good. What it does is, it is only available in that mini game. It's a bowling ball. So if you leave it, it will just roll, and boom. So it was good. It's a good one. It's a good one. Useful. This is pretty much useless. It's only useful during the rooftop missions, and only in the rooftop mission only. So it's like pretty useless. It is useful. It is without this pot you cannot play in the roof level. So yeah, so that is for the roof level. It is useful. Any other level out of the 6, you don't even need it. So it's useless. This one is it's not okay. It's like it has limited range. Like the range is so less, and that's all it can do. At the same time, this thing, you know what? It's okay. I'm gonna put it in okay. It has limited range, but for 3 rows, let's say this is 3 rows, and the range of this plant mushroom is 3 rows. Okay, so let's say this is the plant, and for 3 rows, regardless of how many zombies there are, 5, 10, 15, but if they're together in the 3 rows, this will give damage to all 3 of them. So that's why it is okay. Neither good, neither bad. Okay. Garlic is pretty much pointless. The only thing garlic is useful for is to redirect, for diversion. If you keep the garlic here, the zombies will eat it and it will just divert. I mean, it's for diversion. It's pretty, I mean, unless you're in the second row, you have lined up with 5 rows of watermelon or something. I mean, it's pretty pointless. At the same time, if the javelin guy comes in, so if that javelin guy reaches this thing, it will just jump over. So it's really pointless. Next up, we have the Gatling gun. Gatling gun is not overpowered, but it's good. It's not. For the zombie, it was S powered, definitely. But for the plants, this is not overpowered. It's not overpowered because it can only give damage linearly. It cannot give damage from the top. Alright. Next up, the money plant. Money plant is pretty useless. Yep. The money plant, only thing this gives is like 10, I remember, 10, and sometimes it gives 50. I mean, that's it. That's all it can do. Money. You don't even need the money, because if you're playing endless wave, the number of zombies that comes in the hundreds. So with this cherry bomb and the kernel rocket launcher, the amount of money that comes in is just too much. So this is pretty much useless. Water, sunflower again. Sunflower we've already done. This must be her duplicate. Again, this thing is again duplicate. Sorry. This thing's bad. It's not pretty. Okay, I would say this is not necessarily useless, but the range of it is so less. It's like it can only give damage around, again, the 6 blocks. Oh, sorry, yeah, 9 blocks. But again, I know that the poisonous fumes that this thing gives. So this is the Super Saiyan mode of this plant. Okay, this thing is a Super Saiyan of this plant. All right. So yeah, because of limited range, it's not really that useful. The only thing you can use this for, if you have a lot of them, this is only useful in the endless wave. If you play endless wave, in the first 4 rows, if you put these 4, then it's useful. Otherwise, it's like really pointless. Next, we have the magnet, completely useless. What this magnet does is it will attract the money. The plants that gives this plant and this magnet is in the same one. Really pointless, really useless. This one is pretty. useless because once you use this to eat up a tomb, this is only used for nighttime, obviously, nighttime. So if the moment it eats up, the moment it eats up a tomb, again the tomb will pop up anyways. So like, it really is pointless. Not very useful. Hypnosis again, it's pretty useless. Why is it useless? Because if let's say it's a soccer player, that soccer player, this is faster than all other zombies. So if it comes in front of the other zombies and that soccer player eats this hypnosis mushroom, then it will turn, okay? And the only way it's useful is when there are lots of other zombies in the same line, so the zombies will eat each other, right? So yeah, it takes a lot of strategic and also luck for this strategy to work. So yeah, the hypnotic shroom, pretty useless. Ice shroom is not necessarily useless, but it's bad because the ice shroom is useful at the final mission, at the last mission, when Dr. Zombot comes in. Then you have to freeze that machine in place. Then it's useful, and in only that the importance of this ice shroom is felt. So yeah, it's not good, not that. It is bad because that's the only mission that you can use it for. Next up, hey, I forgot this one. Oh, replica. The replica is definitely good. It's really good because you definitely need multiple weapons if you're playing endless wave, and then also in some levels you really need the replica because once you use a plant, it needs recharge time, right? So to avoid the recharge time, you can use the replica. So it's a good plant. It's a good, useful. Jalapeno is good. It's not overpowered, definitely not, but it's good. Why? Because the entire row, it clears up the entire row. So yeah, if any zombies have managed to go through, clear your entire row of plants, then you use that at the end and it will just blow up. It will clear the entire row. So yeah, jalapeno chili, it's good. Next up, kernel. Kernel by itself, it's pretty... it's bad. Okay, it's bad. Why? This thing throws the butter, the butter, it freezes it in place. It's okay. This, yeah, ignore. This kernel plant, what it does is it will freeze some zombies in place. Regardless if it's a Gargantuar, soccer player, that javelin guy, or any other, even if it's dolphin or that driver or that basketball guy, this kernel plant, only when it throws the butter, remind you, only when it throws the butter, it will freeze that zombie. Now freeze means it's completely stopped. This ice one, it freezes and slows down, but this kernel, it completely stops, like dead stop. It will stop, it will not move. So yeah, it's okay, it's an okay plant. Lily is pretty useless. Why is it useless? Because, and you know what, it's not useless actually, because most of the missions, even in endless levels, you need the lily pad, because without lily pad you can't use anything in the water. So it's a bad, because it's neither useful nor useless. It's like, okay, you need this. Okay, you know what, it's going there. Good promotion. Yeah, because without this you can play in water, and most of the levels you will play in water. So lily pad it is. Next up, this thing. This is again not bad per se, since this is a nighttime plant and it can only attract the metal ones, helmets, buckets, ladders, windscreens, and also this attracts one at a time. So yeah, it's nighttime, plus it works one at a time. So yeah, not really useful. Next time, watermelon is good. Watermelon, I love watermelon because when the watermelon splashes, it also gives damage to surrounding zombies. Let's say this is the zombie and there are 4 more zombies, like it's coming together like this. Yeah, no, this is the index finger, it comes like this, then it will give damage to the other zombies also. So yeah, it's a good plant. Watermelon, good plant. The nightshade is pretty useless unless it's foggy. This is only useful during the foggy mission in the, I think level 4 was it. nighttime and foggy, only then this thing is useful. So yeah, it's pretty useless rest of the time. This little guy, it's a bad plant. I would say it's a bad plant. I think this was free, if I'm not mistaken. This thing did not need any sun. So at nighttime, for the nighttime, you need the cable there. There's no naturally falling sun, and this was free. So yeah, it is a bad plant, but it's pretty okay. Since it's free, you can quickly. And yes, I remember now. If you use the duplicate and this little guy at nighttime missions, this is enough. You know, it really is enough. You can plant 2 at a time, and then it was also this has limited range, like three rows. It will just spit out 1 at a time, one slowly. It's not really good. It's a free plant, but again, it's disadvantages as I mentioned. Next up, the pumpkin. Pumpkin is good. Why? It's an extra layer of protection. The most useful for pumpkin is in the pool area, because you know that diver it comes in, and also the back plants. For any zombies that goes at the back and pops up, this pumpkin is just a boon. And also you can use pumpkin with this duplicate plant. It's really good plant. Next up, we have this guy. This guy's okay. Again, why it's okay? Because it can only give frontal damage. It can only give frontal damage. It cannot give on top. So yeah, that's it. And since you already have the Gatling gun is like, okay, it's a good plant. If you use this one with the fire, see, most of these plants you need to be using it with something else. At the same time, I'm ranking it by itself. You know, by itself, how much powerful it is. So that's it. Next up, the reverse plant. Again, same deal. And you know what? This is bad. This is only this is only useful if you keep the plant at the back. But since the new zombies will be popping up anyways, so yeah, it's a bad plant. Next up, the scaredy cat. Scaredy cat is bad plant. It's not useless, but it's a bad plant, because what happens if you plant it here and around 9 blocks, if any zombie comes in, it will just shrink and it will stop working. It will completely stop working. So it's a scaredy plant. It has long range, that's why I'm keeping it bad. It's not useless, it's pretty bad. Next up, we have this water. I forgot what this was. It's not useless per se. It's not, I don't know, it's like it should be between bad and useless. It's not completely useless, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna put it in bad. Again, this costs 25 if I'm not mistaken. I remember it costs 25, and again it like same like this thing on land. This is for the water one. It's not completely useless, but I don't see it using ever, like almost ever. Next up, we have the ice shroom. Ice shroom is good. It's a good plant. It's a good plant. You know what? No, it's an okay plant. Why is it okay plant? Yes, I agree that it will freeze zombies, but again, since it's frontal damage only, it can only give frontal damage. That's why it's pretty useless, because this speed and the original pea plant speed is the same. Like it shoots 1 at a time, slowly. That's why it's okay. It's okay. This guy, overpowered, definitely overpowered. The only things that can destroy this thing are Gargantuar, because it throws the hammer, and what else? It can puncture almost all vehicles. It does puncture all vehicles, and it can take a lot of damage. And also those slow moving zombies, you don't even need to do anything. By the time the slow walking zombies walk across this spike strip, it will just they will die off anyway. So this is really overpowered. Definitely, I love this. We have the original cactus. It's like okay, yeah, this is okay, because once any vehicle pops in, it will just vanish. And also that Gargantuar, it will just smack it once and it will get destroyed. It's an okay plant. Next, we have the both sides one. Again, it's an okay, simply because this guy's there at the back. You know, this guy's there at the back. That's why whenever a new zombie will pop up, it will just shoot that zombie anyways. So there it is. Next up, we have, what is this? Oh, the tree, wisdom tree. Useless. Wisdom tree is useless. It's so expensive to reach, and also the only person who I know of that completely reached the full height of it is my brother. Like about 10,000, I think 10,000, yeah, it was 10,000 around. I know that feet, 10,000 feet, if I'm not mistaken. So it was for that. Really useless, pretty useless. Squash is good, okay? It can squash multiple enemies at once. Wait, the best thing to do is use the walnut. This is a tall walnut, so that lots of zombies will get accumulated, and then you use the squash and boom, many zombies will get destroyed. Next we have star fruit. Star fruit is okay. Star fruit is okay. Not bad, not good. I mean, it's okay. It shoots five direction, excluding the linearly. You can shoot in 5 directions, like this one, like this. So yeah, it's okay. It's an okay plant. Next up we have the nighttime mushroom. Nighttime mushroom, again, it's useful, just like the sunflower during daytime. For the nighttime it's okay, because that's their whole purpose. You need sun, day or night, you need sun. You need sun to be able to use the plants. And nighttime, since you have no natural falling sun, you need sun. So this is faster than the sunflower. So yeah, same. Tall nut is a good one. Only problem is it takes a lot of space. That's why. When say good, is it good? I don't know. Tall nut, I would say, yeah, since I put the walnut here, I mean, it's a good plant. Simply because it can stop a lot of zombies from crossing over, and it does take a long time for zombies to eat. So yeah, this tall nut is good. It's a good stopper. I think this thing takes the same place like the walnut, so that's why it's good. This guy, I haven't really used this one, so I mean, it's a bad plant. Why is it bad? Because it sucks it in. Let's say in the pool, you can only use it in the pool, and if it's available, if the space is available. So the zombie coming in the pool, you put it there, it will just take it in. It will just take it in, and that's it. That's all it does. And it can only take one zombie at a time, so it's a bad plant. Triple shooter, I would say good. It's a good plant. Triple shooter, because triple shooter by itself, it covers 3 rows, so it's worth it. Yeah, worth it. And it takes 1 space, means it only takes 1 box. So if you keep multiple triple shooters, you pretty much cover up 3 spaces. So yeah. The fire by itself is pretty useless. Okay, by itself is pretty useless. But I would say it's an okay, because this fire one is only useful with the shooters. This Gatling gun and this triple shooter. So if you line up lots of triple shooter or this Gatling gun, like lots of them, and you put this fire one, and then you put a tall nut. So that's pretty much it. It takes a lot of damage. This increases the damage of the pea shooter by what? 2.5 times or 3 times, almost 3 times. So yeah, it's pretty useful when combined with the other plants. By itself, it's pretty pointless. So it's like it's okay. It's not a bad plant by any means. It's like okay. Double sunflower, pretty useful. It's pretty useful. It's a good plant. This is really helpful, especially for the endless zombie waves. This is pretty useful. This one. This thing, I would not say it's useless. I would say it's bad, because this is only useful when this thing comes up, the bungee jumpers. It comes in and it will repel them. Yeah, I don't really use them in any case, so yeah, it's pretty bad. And finally, we have the ice watermelon. Overpowered, definitely overpowered. Why is it overpowered? With the same strength of the watermelon, at the same time it freezes all these zombies in place, so they just slow down. And if you put multiple rows of them, that's pretty much covered. You have pretty much covered. And also, you don't necessarily have to put all the rows as ice. Yeah, you can just put in the 2nd row and the 4th row. And when it, of course, yeah, it depends on for large group of zombies. So because when one watermelon, let's say this is a group of zombies of 4, right? If it crashes on this one, when it explodes, all 4 zombies will get frozen. So that it really is overpowered. Yep, and that's it. Why these 3? Because these were repeated. Sorry, my bad. And yeah, that was Plant review of Plants vs Zombies. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Do you agree with my tier list? If not, tell me why. I love you all. Check out all these drawings. I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Bye bye. Subscribe to my channel, okay?